Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Colorado Rockies rebuild franchise here on MLB The Show 24. Today we're just picking it up here in the top of the 8th. We're at home here against the San Francisco Giants as Jung-Ho Lee flies one out there to right field. Nolan Jones gets up there to make the play, so one away here in the 8th. But we'll just kind of close out this game as we lead the Giants 4-2 now into June, I believe, here in the season, as our Rockies at 28-17, currently 3 games up on the Dodgers in the NL West. What a tremendous start to this Year 3 season, as Scott Barlow, a first pitch fastball, gets in there for a strike against Wilmer Flores. Second pitch go back to the fastball just off the plate. And like I said, a tremendous start to the year for our Rockies. You know, our touch on this team has finally been kind of paying off as Wilmer Flores sends that opposite field, and that's going to go off the wall. Jones responds to it well. Flores trying to go for 2, and he just makes it. A poor relay throw there as Wilmer Flores bashes one off the wall. Another tying run for the Giants now up to the plate. That'll bring up Patrick Bailey now, and as I was saying, our Rockies in first place right now. You know, the moves we've made here in the past couple seasons really starting to pay off. As you know, the touch we've put on this team is starting to look pretty good. And a good slurve there. Catches the outside part of the plate. Now a quick 0-2 hole here to Patrick Bailey. We'll go right back to the slurve, and that one rings him up looking. Tremendous pitch there from Scott Barlow. Sends Bailey down with the backwards K. And we'll try and strand this run on second. Now Matt Chapman up 0 for 2, batting in the 8 hole today for the Giants. Fastball gets in there for a strike. And this is the second inning of work here for Barlow. Pitch to 7th, and now looking to complete the 8th. 1 strike away. And we'll go back to the slurve. 0-2 slurve here to Chapman. That one off the plate. Good eye. I think we'll try it again, but go front door this time. Good slurve. Rogers makes the play at second, throw to first, and we do get Chapman. So 3 outs away from another victory here as our Rockies sporting a 4-game winning streak, as we lead 4-2 going into the bottom of the 8th. Leading it off will be Brendan Rodgers, batting .308 on the year, and that's kind of what we expect from him, a 300 hitter. Although it went down a little bit last year, he did eclipse that feat back in year 1. Swinging a miss there on the slider. Camilo Doval on the mound right now. Colin Poche and Hunter Harvey warming up for the Rockies, as we currently do lead by 2 runs. Looking at that fastball just off the plate. Good movement on the cutter from Doval, and now evened up 1-1. Now a 1-2 count here to Rogers, swinging a miss on a slider. And we are going to send that opposite field, but it's going to go into the glove there of the right fielder. 1 away now. That's Jorge Soler out there for the Giants making the play. And that brings up Luis Robert Jr. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And he had a 10 home run preseason, but it hasn't been as kind to him here in the regular season. I think batting in the 220s or so. We had him as the leadoff man to start the year, but now moved him down to the 2 hole. Swinging a miss there on the 100-mile-per-hour cutter. That one he's going to send into the gap, and we needed him to get something going. Going around first, head for second. Thinking about stretching it for 3, but we'll be content with the double. Robert, a 1-out double. And now a man in scoring position with the heart of the order coming up. That'll bring up now Pete Alonso, 1 for 3 in this game. His second year here with the Rockies. I was going to say good eye there as the cutter. It was called a strike. A little off the plate, but good location from Doval gets the call there. Now 0-2 after fouling off that sinker. And a swing and a miss on the slider. We're thinking fastball there. Good job there from Doval. Hittable pitch, but we were just committed to the fastball there. So now 2 away here for Nolan Jones. 1 for 3. I think he had a 2 RBI double earlier in the game. So we have a 2-run double from Jones and then 2 solo home runs from Santander, who's actually on deck here. Bad swing on that cutter. Fouled off a cutter now, a quick 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss on the slider. We did get that double from Robert, so 1 hit, 1 man stranded, as we do get no runs across. So still a 2-run ball game here, and we'll send on Ken Hughes for the save attempt. And here's Ken Hughes. So he almost made history. He converted his first 20 career save attempts going back to last season, which was 4 short of Alex Reyes' record of 24 consecutive saves to start a career. Ken Hughes we acquired last year from the Baltimore Orioles, straight up for Brenton Doyle. And look at those numbers, a 36% strikeout rate. And we'll look at his numbers there overall. So 21 out of 22 on his career, 14 out of 15 this year, and 14 out of 30. He has 19 strikeouts, just 2 walks, 8 hits allowed, a 1.26 ERA, and a .7 WHIP. So someone we hope to be the closer of the future, and he's off to a tremendous start here. Hoping to get a good legacy here with the Rockies and be our long-term closer. 99-mile-per-hour fastball just misses high, and there you see tied for 3rd in the National League in saves. Ken Hughes at 77 overall, B potential. Swing and a miss there on that fastball. Now 1-1 here. Luis Matos leading it off, the number 9 hitter for the Giants, then fouls off that fastball. So kind of in the driver's seat here. A 1-2 pitcher's count. We'll try and go slider off the plate, then go back to the fastball. Not chasing that one. And then we'll go back to the fastball here, high and in. And he's going to rope that to center field. Robert Jr. underneath makes the play. 1 up, 1 away here in the 9th. Now Thairo Estrada coming up, the leadoff man in this Giants lineup. 2 for 4, a double and a single so far. See if Hughes can suppress him here. It's been a good game for Estrada. Good pitch there on the inside part of the plate. And look at the splits for Estrada, hitting 372 against lefties. Under 200 against righties. 0-2 to 2 fastballs. We'll do it again here. And we get the call. Tremendous location there, working the inside part of the plate. All 3 pitches there for Ken Hughes, and he gets the punch out. 2 up, 2 down now. The Rockies on the heels of a 5-game winning streak, just 1 out away. And here's former Rocky Garrett Hampson. Signed with the Giants in the offseason, batting .202 so far. Not the best start for him in San Francisco. And he's going to foul off a fastball. And again, Ken Hughes in the driver's seat. 1 strike away from our 15th save of the year with him. And a swing and a miss on the slider out of the zone. And Ken Hughes, another impeccable inning. 2 strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, as he's emerging as one of the best closers in all of baseball. Not to mention he's only, 21, 22 years old. So a stabilized position we have there at the closer spot, it seems. Max Fried gets his 6th win of the year, now 6-1. And as I said, the Rockies, 3 games up in first place over the Dodgers. Hopefully we extend that with a Dodgers loss. 4-2 here from Coors Field, and I'll see you back at the Rockies dashboard as we'll sim ahead a little bit. Great win there, and I forgot to mention, I had some recording issues, so for whatever reason, I tried recording, we'll go here from May 3rd all the way to May 12th. For some reason, that got cut off in our recording, but very good results. We'll just take a quick run through. We won 7-1 at San Diego, winning the rubber match there. Then starting a series here with Pittsburgh, won 12-1, lost 2-1, then won the rubber match 4-3. And then against Arizona, lost game 1, but then won game 2 and 3, won the rubber match again. And now coming off a sweep against the Giants, we're on a 5-game winning streak as we open up a series here against the Phillies. 30-12. I want to say they probably have the best record in baseball right now. We'll take a look at the standings, and our Rockies 3.5 up on the Dodgers. Who would have thought that? I mean, obviously only 45 games into the season, but a tremendous start from our Rockies. Did not expect that whatsoever. So the Phillies do have the best record in the NL, and we're 2nd behind them. So this next matchup, this next series will be the matchup of the top 2 teams in the NL. Going over to the American League, the Rays lead the East, the Twins lead the Central, and the Rangers lead the West, with the Orioles, Astros, Mariners, Royals, Angels kind of all in the thick of an early wild card race. So we will sim ahead, like I said. Walker Buehler going to take the mound here for the Phillies. 2-6 with a 7 ERA, whereas Aaron Savali, our big free agent acquisition, 7-0 with a 2.15 ERA. We'll simulate this one as we are trailing 3-2 here in the top of the 8th. Nolan Jones trying to keep a 10-game hitting streak alive. And you know what? We'll enter this one going up against the top team in the MLB right now. We'll see if we can rewrite this 1-run deficit with a late rally and extend the hitting streak of Nolan Jones in the process. So we are here at Citizens Bank Park. Been there a few times. Nolan Jones leading it off here in the top of the 8th. Rockies down 1 run. Lefty on lefty matchup. Fastball out of the zone. Quick 1-0 count. Jose Alvarado there warming up. And then we go on the inside slider there. And a swing and a miss. Now the 1-1 from Banks. Another swing and a miss going inside there. That time we missed on the fastball. Now it's 1-2. Hopefully we held up, but I don't know. We did. And that was a nasty slurve. Definitely think we offered at that one, but we'll take the call. Now evened up 2-2. That one off the plate as Nolan Jones works a full count, and Santander on deck, batting .313 so far, 10 home runs to his credit. Staying alive, found off the high fastball. Another full count here. Jones going to rope that one into center. And I didn't realize it actually put us in a player lock situation here with Jones. I thought it actually had us, playing the rest of the game. But that is not the case. So we failed to extend the hitting streak there of Nolan Jones. We made it close, though. Brought that to a full count, but just one at bat. Like I said, I thought we were going to get the full end of the game there. But Aaron Civale suffers his first loss of the year. And he's now 7-1. A good, much-needed good start there from Buehler. 9 strikeouts. He gets the win. Although he did walk 4, allowed 4 hits. So that gives us snaps a 5-game winning streak. And now game 2, it'll be Taijuan Walker, 4-0 on the year against Kyle Freeland, who's been very good in his most recent starts. Although we do fall again this time, 5-3. Rogers and Robert hitless there at the 1-2 spots. Alonso had a home run. Nolan Jones 2 for 4. And then Santander, McMahon, Tovar each with a hit. Kyle Freeland gave up 4 in 5 innings. John Curtis 2 scoreless. He has yet to surrender an earned run on the year. And TJ Antone an earned run in 1 inning. His ERA still under 1. Now it's time for some more baseball. We're going to jump into this game series against the Phillies, down 0-2 in the series of a 4-game set. And look at that record. This Phillies now 32-12, and they've handed us back-to-back losses following our 5-game winning streak. We're going to do a player lock game here in this matchup and take the mound with Jack Flaherty, who enters his 2nd season after being signed back in the year 1 offseason to a 4-year deal with that club option for the 4th year. So Jack Flaherty, the main enticement with him when we signed him was that A, potential, and we're really hoping he can kind of live up to his ceiling and continue to progress as we go along here. Kobe Allard going to be his opposition on the mound. Not the best numbers for Allard, an ERA over 5, 2-2 record, strikeout rate and walk rate probably worse than you would want from a starting pitcher. And now we'll take the mound here with Jack Flaherty. It said Nolan Jones an RBI single, I believe, in the first, so we'll take a lead here as we hit the mound for the first time. First pitch here from Flaherty, a fastball right down the middle, and Nick Senzel filling in for Ryan McMahon, who gets a day off. A huge play there at the hot corner to start the day. And now Brandon Marsh will be up second, OPS just over 800. He's kind of emerged as a staple here for the Phillies as we've gone along in this franchise. Now first pitch there from Flaherty to Marsh, sinker just in. He liked that location. And you see there at the bottom right, the Rockies 29-19, currently first in the NL West. What a quick turnaround it's been since we've taken over for them. And now here's a 2-0 count. Go fastball in there for a strike. Marsh thought about offering, but in a 2-0 count, might as well be a little patient, try and get a better pitch. And that one going to look at for a strike, so now we fought back 2-2. And I think here we'll try and get him on the knuckle curve, throw the breaking ball for the first time. Curve, good movement there, but well in the dirt. Brandon Marsh not offering at that, so we'll just go to the fastball here. The payoff pitch. Fastball, strike 3, swing and a miss from Brandon Marsh. Jack Flaherty just going power versus power there, and he wins with the fastball, gets the strikeout. And now here's Bryce Harper, currently in his age 33 season, still 6 years left on that mega contract he signed a few years back. First pitch cutter starts with a ball. And now the 1-0 here to Harper. Batting .329 among the league leaders right now in the early going. Sinker gets in there for a strike. We'll go right back to it. Try and keep the ball on the ground here against Harper. Another good placement that time. As we do get the strike now, 1-2. We'll try fastball up and in. Swing and a miss from Bryce Harper. Jack Flaherty sets down Marsh and Harper down with strikeouts to end the inning. And a 1-2-3 inning to start for Flaherty as the Rockies a good start to this game. They lead 1-0. Now leading off the bottom of the second, Mitch Garver signed in the offseason a 1-year, $8.8 million contract. Batting .279 with some good power numbers to start the year. Not the best fielding catcher, but certainly produces on offense. Now the 1-0 fastball gets well away. Now the 2-0 will go back to the fastball here. You need to get a strike on the board. Good placement that time from Flaherty. Hitting the outside edge of the plate. We'll go right back to the fastball, but go inside this time to set up a breaking ball. Although we don't get the call there. That was a good placement again from Jack Flaherty. Now 3-1. We'll go to a sinker here. And that's off the plate. So the first base runner of the day reaches on a leadoff single there. Mitch Garver, of course, a big power threat, so I don't think you mind putting that lack of speed on first if you can get a ground ball here. Here's Castellanos batting .302 in the 5-hole. Sinker well low there for a ball. Now the 1-0. Don't get the call on the fastball. Misses just low. Flaherty missing his spots by just a little bit now to start this frame. Although he gets the swing and a miss on that fastball. Then we go back to the sinker this time. That one well up in the zone, and Castellanos is going to rip that into the seats. And it's going to be 2-1 now, Phillies, off the leadoff walk. And now Nick Castellanos' home run, his 13th of the year. Certainly among the league leaders in that category so far. An absolute bomb there on what, 2-0, 2-1. Hitters count for Castellanos. He takes advantage. And now the Phillies jump ahead. Next up will be Bryson Stott. The Phillies fans now jumping here in Philadelphia. Fastball misses inside. Bryson Stott, the former Jersey Shore Blue Claw, worked his way up the Phillies farm system very quickly. And now that sinker just low. And that's what I'm talking about. Just missing the zone here from Flaherty. Now the 2-0. Go back to the sinker. That'll be swung on, fouled off from Stott. Now the 2-1. See how Flaherty can respond after the home run given up. Swing and a miss there from Stott. Now a 2-2. And we got to mix in some breaking stuff here. Go slider. And that one off the plate. Now another full count here. Flaherty at risk of walking the second man in the inning before even recording an out. That's going to be popped foul. It looks like Alonso gets over a little miscommunication there. We'll give it to the first baseman with that big glove. Pete Alonso, of course, the reigning Gold Glove Award winner. He didn't win a Silver Slugger. He won a Gold Glove in his debut season with the Rockies. Now one away. Here's Alec Boehm. Sinker looked at for a strike. Definitely want to mix in some more breaking pitches, so we'll go back to the slider here. And that one looked at for a ball. Now evened up 1-1. Flaherty a 9-pitch first inning. Now the 20th pitch coming, or maybe it was an 11-pitch first inning, but either way, about to hit 20 pitches here in the second. Just one out so far. And that's kind of been his Achilles heel, you know, not even from just start to start, but from inning to inning. He's been super inconsistent. When he's on, but when he's not, giving up a lot of hard contact. Speaking of hard contact, not as hard there. A decent ground ball to third, Senzel to first, and now 2 away in the inning. And that will bring up Chris Parnell, OPS at 863, 9 home runs. Chris Parnell, 19 years old, so he must have been a draft pick either this year or last year. And he's only 1973 overall. Very good contact already. Much better hitter against lefties. No fielding, though, so probably a perennial designated hitter, but a very young player. The Phillies have a good one there, it seems, as he looks at a first pitch ball beneath the zone. Flaherty has gone at least 7 innings in his last 2 starts, one of which was a win. But at this rate, I don't think he's going to make it maybe beyond 5, although in these player lock games with starting pitchers, I find that they really give him a lot of flexibility and just let us go deep into games. We do get the call there on that inside fastball, now 2-1. And that sinker bounces off the plate. Guess we'll try cutter here on 3-1. That went in for a strike, so another full count. I want to say the third full count here in this third frame, or second frame. Here's the payoff. See if Flaherty can get out of the inning. Fastball. Audio kind of cut out there, but diving stop at first. And Robert Jr. hit a 2-run home run. And then I think we got an RBI single, so we're back up in front. And like I said, audio cut out But we did get a diving stop there to end the inning from Pete Alonso. And we were just talking about how he won a Gold Glove last year. Now, the Rockies back on top, 4-3, and it's great to see Robert Jr. getting a home run after we traded for him in the offseason. Definitely want to see him get going a little bit more, only batting like .220, I think, entering this game. And now another quick three-ball count. The number 9 hitter, Rojas, works at 3-0. And we'll just give him a fastball right down the plate. I think we might just have to do that again. You know, the number 9 hitter, you got to come out attacking. Flaherty now over 40 pitches. Swing and a miss on that fastball. And now here's another payoff pitch. We'll go back to the high fastball. And that one fouled off. I really wish Flaherty had a changeup. I think we'll just go slider, mix it in here on 3-2. And that one just misses the zone. We are not getting those close calls, and that really could have been swaying the pitch count to this point, but what are you going to do? So another leadoff walk. We know what happened last time in the second when we surrendered a leadoff walk. Hopefully we can have better fortune here. Very good speed on first, and very good speed at the plate as well. Trey Turner, a 1-1 count. Go knuckle curve. That one in the dirt, and they're going to send the runner. And throw in time, we got him at second. A delayed call there, but good recovery from Jansen on that wild pitch. Keeps the ball in front. Fires to second, and a good tag there from Rogers, although it looked like he might have been safe. But now Flaherty delivering a pitch. We cannot look at it again. So 2-2 here. See if we can get the strikeout. It's always good to throw out the leading walk. Kind of get a fresh slate, although we're at risk now of another walk. We'll go knuckle curve here on full count. We're kind of going breaking ball on full counts here. And that time it works as Trey Turner swings and misses on the knuckle curve. Nasty pitch there from Flaherty. And hopefully we can kind of get back into the rhythm we had in the first inning. Now at 50 pitches, make it 51 as that sinker misses inside. Now the 1-0. That one grounded to second. Deep in the hole there, Rogers fires to first. And that'll get us out of the third. A leadoff walk, but Rojas thrown out there on the wild pitch from Danny Jansen. Still 4-2 here in Philly. And now here's Bryce Harper, 0 for 1 with that strikeout. And as bad as it seems, Flaherty has been, still only 1 hit allowed. I think, 2 walks and that home run, but command has really been an issue here. It's bottom 4 only already at 53 pitches. Swing and a miss there on the fastball. Go 1-1 slider here. That one well low. The slider really hasn't been getting any depth. And I think the knuckle curve has looked a little bit better for the most part. 2-1 sinker, swing and a miss. Again, offering at velocity and coming up short. Now 2-2 will go high and in on the fastball. And swing and a miss from Bryce Harper. Now 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. And Flaherty is managing the top hitter in the lineup. Love to see that, mixing up the pitches. The fastball has been the most consistent put-away pitch, it seems, so far. And we'll start Garver off with one. He fouls that one off. Garver led off the second with a walk and would come around to score on the Castellanos 2-run home run. And now he faces an 0-2 count. Go knuckle curve away. That one bounces. We'll go right back to it and then go back to the fastball if this at-bat is still alive. Bad one that time. Now 2-2. We'll go back to the fastball as we said. That one well high, so Garver fights back from down 0-2. Trying to work his second walk in this game. The payoff. That one over the heart of the plate, fouled off. Now we'll go slider here. Another full count here. We're going breaking ball. And swing and a miss. It works out again. I don't think these hitters are ready for that at all, thinking heat. And now Flaherty works out of another deep count and gets a strikeout. His 5th of the day. Still only 1 hit allowed, it being the home run. And here's the culprit, Nick Castellanos. Looks at the fastball. Now 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Another fastball sent to left, and is Castellanos going to do it again? And he does, upper deck this time. Nick Castellanos, another home run. 2 home runs now, 3 RBIs. His 14th now of the year. That one for 439 off the bat. about 110 miles per hour. And I didn't think that one was going to get out of here like that. I thought we had a good placement on that pitch. And like I've been saying, from one batter to another, Flaherty just super inconsistent, but he does have the stuff. And we'll see how tight of a leash they give us from here on out. Now here's Stott back up as he'll rip that foul. Flaherty, the 68th pitch upcoming. And as I said, in these player lock games with pitchers, fly ball there to left, probably going to do it here in the inning as Joe Adell makes the play, but they kind of do give us a little more flexibility in player lock games with pitchers. But even with that being said, almost up to 70 pitches, I don't know how much longer we have left. 4-3 after 4. Anthony Santander, an RBI double, makes it 5-3. And now here's Alec Bohm to lead off the 5th. First pitch fastball gets in there for a strike. And that one misses. Now 1-1 here to Bohm. Try a slider. The breaking balls really haven't been there for us. I mean, down the stretch here, they've kind of emerged, especially with 2 strikes. We'll go right back to it here on 1-2. Good slider. I mean, it's looking good now as we've gone along. That one just misses, though. Good eye from Bohm. Now 2-2. Go fastball, and I thought that was going to be mashed. I think it was mashed, but foul. And we'll go back to the breaking ball here. Looks like the Phillies getting on the fastball now. Hot shot there to first. Alonso there to glove it, so 1 away here. Here's Chris Parnell. 0 for 1 with a ground out. Now here's a 2-1 to Parnell. Goes sinker. And he does ground that one foul. Let's see if we can get another put-away pitch here with the slider. 2-2. And that one going to be sent foul. Alonso giving chase. And that's going to bounce off the netting. So we'll do it again here. 2-2. Go to the knuckle curve. Haven't thrown that here in this at-bat yet. That one bounces. Now another payoff pitch. We got to go to a fastball. And that one looked at for ball 4. So I think the 3rd or 4th walk now surrendered by Flaherty. And now his energy in the yellow, over 80 pitches on the day. Really need to dial up a double play ball here. Rojas fouls off the first pitch sinker. And that one away. They steal. I didn't get the camera back in time. And he does get the stolen base. Chris Parnell, his 5th now, wipes out the double play ball. 1-1 count. That fastball well high. Now the 2-1. Slider called a strike. Generous call there from the umpire. We'll go back to the slider. And Rojas looking at that one. Another full count. I think every single batter almost has worked a full count here against Flaherty. And Rojas going to draw the walks. Now 2 on after back-to-back walks. 4 walks now for Flaherty. And they're keeping us out there. Not even a mound visit or anything to kind of calm the composure here. And now here's Trey Turner as the lineup flips. I'm surprised they still have us in the game. Although we do start Turner off with 2 strikes. OT will just keep it low here with the fastball. And that one misses low. Now 90 pitches for Flaherty. The 1-2 to Turner. And that one just off a good eye again. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss well inside. Almost probably hit him there. Turner going to be thinking about that at bat as he swings and whiffs with 2 men on. Now 2 outs here for Marsh. Puts that one in play. And Joe Adell out there gets to it. So Jack Flaherty works out of traffic here. 2 men on after back-to-back walks. But he gets out of it as now 5-3 after 5. And they will take us out. Luckily, here's John Curtis to man the 6th inning. Still no earned on the year. 20.5 strikeout rate. And a combined batting average probably in the 160s. 11 very good innings from him. So not the best day for Jack Flaherty. Although he is lined up for the win. And we do hang on. Pete Alonso added some insurance with a home run. But Parnell, an RBI triple as the Phillies try to fight back a little bit there late. Jack Flaherty will get the win. Like I said, I think it was maybe, 2 hits given up, 4 walks. So he didn't really get hit around, but his command just really lacked. Gave up those 2 home runs. And Luis Robert Jr., the player of the game. We'll go to the box score here. Robert had 3 hits, same with Nolan Jones. Robert had his 9th home run. Alonso hit his 12th. Joe Adell went 0 for 4. He hasn't really played too much here to start the year. Flaherty, 5 innings, 3 earned, 4 walks, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts. And then out of the pen, Ken Hughes gets another save, although he gave up a couple hits and an earned run. Scott Barlow and John Curtis scoreless performances as the Rockies take this one 6-4. And now we'll kind of go quick pace here. At least we do get a win on the board. And now game 4 of the series, we have Peter Lambert on against Zach Wheeler, who's probably been among the best pitchers so far in the National League at 7-2 and ERA under 2. And we fall there 3-1. Senzel 2 for 4 at the top. Yanquiel Fernandez 2 hits, only 1 extra base hit. That going to Ryan McMahon. Lambert 2 earned in 5 innings. TJ Antone struck out the side in 1 inning. Soto allowed a run, and Gilbreth scoreless inning. So now we have a series here against the Cardinals. Max Fried on against Freddie Peralta. A very good pitching matchup here. And the Cardinals did win the World Series last season. Now Rockies, bottom of the 8th here. Cardinals have 2 men on. And we'll see if Barlow can get out of it. We do not get out of there with the win. Looks like our bullpen imploded late. Alonso, Santander each had 2 hits. Max Fried 1 earned in 6 innings. A good start from him. But Scott Barlow gave up 3 earned. Got the loss. Justin Lawrence gave up 1 earned. Didn't even get an out. And we blew that one there in the 8th. So now 7-1 Aaron Savali on. And we lose this one 2-0. We get shut out here. We had 10 hits, but no runs to show for it. Rogers 3 hits, 2 from Alonso and Tovar. He had a triple. Savali 2 earned. Now takes back-to-back losses after starting 7-0. And John Curtis, another performance with 2 scoreless innings pitched. So I think he's up to 15 innings now with no earned runs. Now a 3-game losing streak. We've now dropped 5 of our last 6 after going on an early month tear. Here we'll try to avoid the sweep in game 3. Kyle Freeland on against Michael McGreevy. 3-3 ball game here. Winning run on second, just 1 out. And we actually hang on there. Gilbreth got out of that jam, and we would jump ahead in the 10th and take it from there. 2 hits for Jansen, 2 for Tovar and Sterling Thompson. Thompson had a triple. Jansen had a home run and a double. Freeland 5 innings, 3 earned. And then the bullpen scoreless after that. In 5 innings, we gave up just 4 hits combined out of the bullpen. Ken Hughes got another save. He's now 17 out of 18. And Scott Barlow rebounds for the win. And Lucas Gilbreth, a tremendous performance there in the 8th inning, 9th inning to hold it for us. Now another series here against Baltimore, as they're 28-24, really fighting there in the AL East. We'll have Jack Flaherty on for the first time after we just watched that player lock game, or played that player lock game. It looks like he got a good one here, winning 7-2. Everyone in the lineup had a hit except Jose Trevino there in the 9-hole. Robert Jr., 3 for 4 with a home run, a double, just a triple short of the cycle. Nolan Jones and Santander each had 2 hits. Jack Flaherty gave up 10 hits in this one, but he didn't walk anybody. So last game it was like 5 walks to 2 hits, 3 hits. This game, no walks, but 10 hits allowed. Only 2 earned though, so maneuvered out of trouble very well. John Curtis, 2/3 of an inning, and still no earned runs on the year for him. Soto struck out the side in his inning of work, and Justin Lawrence, 2 innings, gets a save and 3 strikeouts. Now game 2 here, we'll have Peter Lambert on against Kyle Bradish, who's actually 6-0 right now for the Fighting O's. And we'll take that one as well. So now a 3-game winning streak after that tough skid we were on. Won this one 10-5. 2 hits for Brendan Rodgers, 2 for Jones, 3 for Alonso and Santander, 2 for Jansen. Santander, 2 home runs, his second multi-home run game of the month. Lambert got the win, gave up 5 earned though in 5 innings. Really have to rethink his spot in the rotation, I think. And look at TJ Antone, 2 innings, no earned runs, 0.81 ERA, and then Gilbreth 2 innings, 5 strikeouts of his 6 outs recorded, and his ERA now at 1.86. So that's now 3 straight wins for our Rockies after a 3-game losing streak. Good bounce back as we'll continue moving along here. Probably just going to get through this last week here in May. Maybe another one here in June, but probably just going to get through this last week of May, maybe do a player lock game, and then take a look at the draft class and see what our draft strategy is going to be. So going for the sweep here against the Orioles, we have Max Fried on the mound against Grayson Rodriguez, who has not pitched well, an ERA over 5. And we lose this one 8-3 as the Orioles avoid the sweep. So Nick Senzel, 2 for 3 at the top of the order with a home run. Robert and Pete Alonso each with doubles. We gave up 13 hits in this one, 9 from Max Fried. He didn't make it 5 innings, gave up 6 earned. So a very bad start. He was very good to start the year, and now kind of falling apart here in recent starts. Taj Bradley, 2 earned and 2 1/3, and John Curtis still hasn't yet to given up an earned run, and Gregory Soto a scoreless inning as well. Now a home set here against Washington, who are among the bottom teams in the league right now. Aaron Savali starting this game 1-0 in the top of the 8th. Scott Barlow on the mound. Let's see if we can hang strong here as we fall 4-1. Looks like our bullpen couldn't hold strong there. 0 earned there from Aaron Savali in 6 1/3, but Scott Barlow 3 earned. He gets the loss. Lucas Gilbreth gives up an earned run in an inning and a third. And only 5 hits here for our Rockies. Now game 2, Freeland on the mound against Mackenzie Gore, 2 lefties. And we lose this one 4-0. So we lost 3 in a row, won 3 in a row, and now lost 3 in a row, 2 of which have come against one of the bottom teams in the league. Only 2 hits for our Rockies, both of which came from Ezekiel Tovar. 3 earned there from Kyle Freeland. Soto pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 earned, and Ken Hughes an inning of work, albeit not even a save opportunity. Just get him some work. It's been kind of stagnant there in close situations here in recent games. Now Jack Flaherty back on the bump against Jackson Rutledge as we try to avoid the sweep. 6-5 here in the top of the 8th. And why not? I think we'll jump into this one, trying to fend off the Nationals from getting a sweep here, as our Rockies, I think, still maybe first in the division. Maybe we've been surpassed now by the Dodgers. And Scott Barlow, it seems like he's been kind of struggling here in recent hold opportunities. Nazim Nunez on. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Good slider there from Barlow to start, but called a ball. Thought we clipped, the inside part of the plate there. And now we'll go fastball that misses just high. Go back to the fastball. And that one low. So a 3-0 count. Not really doing our team any favors in this spot. Pete Crow Armstrong on deck. Was traded to the Nationals last season. Strike right over the plate. Go back to the fastball here on 3-1. Swing and a miss. That one off the plate, but we'll take the call. And we've now worked back into a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball rung up there by the umpire. Nunez looking at that one, thought it was a little high, but good placement by Scott Barlow, getting out of the jam, and the Rockies still lead now 6-5 heading into the bottom of the 8th. Leading off now is Ryan McMahon. It has not been a good year for him so far. I think batting sub 200, 0 for 3 in this game with a strikeout, just 1 for 6 in the series, as Jonah Don on the bump. First pitch swinging, we send that to left. A weak fly ball, though it doesn't get out there pretty deep, but the elevation here in Colorado does help the ball off the bat a little bit more. So now here's Yanquiel Fernandez kind of cooling down here after a good start to the year, batting just .225, but he does have a hit in this game. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. Looks at a breaking ball inside for a ball. Chopped the fastball foul, now the 1-1. And Fernandez gives that one a rip, but well foul. Too early on that fastball. Now it's going to be a 1-2. And Fernandez again early, that time on a curveball. 2 very hittable pitches there for Fernandez. Rips him foul. Now we'll do a 1-2 again. That one bounces at the plate. Good eye there from Fernandez, now evened up. Good eye on a changeup, misses just low, as now Fernandez has worked the count full. And he's going to loop that into right field for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there. Good at bat from Fernandez. Working the count deep, staying alive on some fouls. And ultimately, he does work it in there for a base hit. As now the lineup will turn over. Here's Brendan Rodgers, 2 for 4 in this contest. He's been very consistent to start the year. Fastball misses inside, now the 1-0. And a ground ball to third. Then that's going to try and go around the horn as they do a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. And not what we wanted there from Brendan Rodgers, but 1 hit. And the Rockies do still lead 6-5 now going into the 9th. And we'll see Ken Hughes again for a save opportunity. And here he is, Ken Hughes. I think up to this point now, 24 out of 25 on the year in saves, something like that, maybe 22 out of 23. But a tremendous start to his career. We talked about him a little bit earlier. He was just 4 saves short of breaking the record, and I was kind of off. 17 out of 18, strikeout rate at 34%, and batters hitting under 200 against him. He will have to deal here with the top of the Washington order. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch fastball well inside. As we see there, 3 now off Jose Alvarado, who we saw earlier in the episode in terms of NL save leaders. Also, Hughes did pitch the last game, so he's not fully, equipped there on the stamina bar. But hopefully we can get out of this one. Quick 2-0 now. 2 fastballs missed. We'll go back to it. We need a strike here. And we do find the outer edge of the zone. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss there from Pete Crow Armstrong. I think we'll raise the eye level a little bit. Go right back to the fastball here. And looking at that one all the way, PCA going back to the bench as he falls to 0-5 in the game. And Ken Hughes comes out of the bullpen to strike out the first batter he faces. Now Austin Hayes stayed there in the DC area from Baltimore now to Washington as he pops that out to right field. First pitch swinging on the fastball. Nolan Jones settles underneath to make the play. And now 2 away. The Nationals down to their last out in this game. And here's Kyle Tucker, their big free agent acquisition. Tremendous series to this point. 5 out of 12, a home run in this game. First pitch from Hughes. We go cutter. Good pitch there on the inside part of the plate. Fouled off by Tucker. And again, we'll raise the eye level here. Go fastball. That one just misses high. A good eye there from Kyle Tucker. And we already see Ken Hughes getting tired. Just 8 pitches in. Another cutter just misses inside. Now on 2-1, we'll go to a fastball. And that one low. And we're now at risk of walking Tucker here with Stone Garrett on deck. Fastball hit deep to right field. Jones going to settle underneath towards the track at the tip of the track, and he makes the play. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Ken Hughes as he gets his 18th save of the year. Still second in the league, in the National League in that category, as the Rockies avoid the sweep here against the Nats and get back in the win column, winning here at Coors Field. After that win, we're actually now a game back from the Dodgers in the NL West, so not quite where we want to be. And now we have Peter Lambert on the mound against Logan Allen here from Cleveland. And I think we'll do a player lock game. That's probably the last thing we do here in this episode. Who should we do a player? I think Nick Senzel. He's been kind of mashing so far. Look at all that progression as well. Really brought him in as a guy to put in the lineup against lefties in place of Ryan McMahon. And he's been doing very well. 450 slugging, 322 on base with 5 home runs, just 2 short of his total last year. And we'll give him some run here against Logan Allen. There we see the Cleveland's lineup. Mickey Moniak there in the 5-hole. Josh Naylor, Jose Ramirez still seem to be the pillars on this team with Dylan Cruz in the 8th spot. I guess they acquired him from Washington in a trade last year. So here we are from Progressive Field, the first game of a 3-game set here against Cleveland, as our Rockies, like I said, 1 game out in the NL West. The Guardians currently 2 games under 500. Going to do a player lock game, as I said, with Nick Senzel. And there's the numbers from Logan Allen. 1-3, a 5.10 ERA, a whip just under 1.4, and about a 4-1 strikeout to walk rate. So we take over here 2-2 in the top of the second. Nolan Jones had a 2-run home run in the top half of the first inning. And now here's Senzel for his first plate appearance as he looks at a curveball well off the plate, now 1-0. And Senzel ground ball to third. Fires over to first to Naylor. And we're going to ground out in our first at-bat of the day. And now back up top of the 4th, still a 2-2 ball game. Logan Allen at 47 pitches and some tremendous scenery here in Cleveland, Ohio. First pitch swinging, we launched that fastball foul. Allen hits 91 miles per hour that time. Now the 0-1. Go right back to a upper pitch up in the zone a little bit. A very hittable pitch, but we're off with the PCI now. A quick 0-2 hole here for Senzel. And we're all over that one. And that's going to go off the wall. Going to round first, head for second. Good throw there. And we're out. That looked like a double all the way. And we get thrown out trying to stretch it. Tremendous throw there from McKinstry in the outfield. Hits his relay man. And now it's a 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 5th as we see Dylan Cruz batting over 400 so far. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. An 0-1 count from Taj Bradley. Ground ball to Senzel. We were going to take it to third, but good jump there as we just fired to first, get the last out of the inning. And now 3-2 after 5. And now we're 1 for 2 on the day as we have tied it up. Anthony Santander, an RBI single earlier in the inning. Actually, in the last plate appearance, he's now on first. Senzel ripping that one on the first pitch. Is that going? Again, off the wall. We're going to try it for a double this time. Santander gets the red light there at third. And Nick Senzel in the hit column again, back-to-back at-bats as he takes it to the fence. Second and third, one away here in a tie ball game. And here's Ezequiel Tovar batting .281, the reigning Gold Glove Award winner at short. Very bright future for him. As he works a walk, so now base is juiced. And that will bring up Danny Jansen, 1 for 2 with a double in this game. Batting only .205, but he does bring good presence, at the backstop for our pitching staff. A full count here. And Jansen works the walk. That looked a little too close for comfort with 2 strikes. But Jansen draws the walk, and now the Rockies take the lead, still 1 away here. And here's Joe Adell, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. We've been trying to get him in the lineup a little bit more lately, but he hasn't been doing too well, albeit in a limited sample size. Now the 2-1. I'm not even sure where that went. Ground ball, and he does beat it out, so we get another run there on the fielder's choice. As it's now 5-3 Rockies. Joe Adell with the RBI. As now that jumps us up to the top of the 7th. Nolan Jones had another 2-run home run. Anthony Santander hit a solo shot as it's now 8-3. The Rockies pulling away. First pitch again there from Senzel. A hard ball there to short as he does ground out. Now make it 2 for 4 on the day. And it's now an 8-4 ball game as Andres Jimenez, an RBI single for the Guardians. 2 men on here for Senzel. Andres Munoz on the bump. Was traded to Cleveland last season from Seattle. Again, first pitch swinging there from Senzel. Misses the slider. Fastball misses high. Now the 1-1. And Senzel bloops that over to right. And that's secured for the last out here in the 9th. So the Guardians need 4 runs here in the bottom of the 9th. But the Rockies look to put this one away. And we will come out with the victory. I think it was an 8-4 ball game. Taj Bradley looks like he got the win as he relieved Peter Lambert, who I mentioned not too long ago was kind of on the bubble as in terms of his spot in the rotation. We'll take a look how he did. 4 innings, 3 earned, 7 hits allowed. So I think Lambert, he was a great story last year. Went 7-0 in like 11 starts towards the towards the end of the season. But I think we need to maybe fill his spot. Taj Bradley gets the win, 3 1/3, gave up 5 hits, but only 1 earned. And Scott Barlow, his 3rd save, recorded 5 outs. Santander had a home run. Jones had 2 home runs, 3 hits for Santander. Nolan Jones 4 for 4. Brendan Rodgers 3 hits. You love to see that. And of course, we were 2 for 5 with Nick Senzel. A run scored and a double. An 8-4 victory. And we'll now just go ahead and simulate this last game in this episode. Take a look at the draft class and call it a day. So we have Max Fried on against Parker Messick, who's 0-3. So a prime spot here for Fried to get a bounce back start. A double-A injury there to a reliever. Now 5-4, we are up here, bottom of the 8th, 1 away. Gregory Soto on the bump. And we do win 8-7, although it looked like we might have squandered our lead at that point. Cleveland dropped 4 in the 8th to tie it up, and then went to extra innings. We scored 3 in the top of the 11th. Cleveland countered with 2, but we still win 8-7 as we take the first 2 games in this series. Alonso, Jones, Santander each with a home run. Jansen with 2 home runs as he went 3 for 5, so hopefully he's coming around a little bit. Joe Adell there, 0 for 5 at the bottom of the lineup, so we really just need him to be a pinch runner, so I think we'll take him out of the lineup a little bit, trying to give him more reps, but just hasn't taken advantage of the opportunities. Max Fried, 7 innings, gave up 3 earned, only 5 strikeouts, not much of a strikeout pitcher. Gregory Soto did get a hold, although he gave up 2 earned. Justin Lawrence blew a save, and he did record 5 outs in 1 2/3. TJ Antone got the win, 2 outs recorded, ERA now at .77, and Ken Hughes did give up a run in this close save opportunity, but he did complete the close. So we'll end this episode at 36-25 and currently tied with the Dodgers here at the top of the NL. But before we close out, we'll take a look at the draft class, and we have 2 guys here who we are now fully scouted on. So I think we have the 14th pick. So these guys are 2 options. We'll start with Danny Medwick here, a 3rd baseman, who's 20th on our board, 26th on the MLB board. Didn't mean to do that. Here we go. So it looks to be very good against lefties with that 93 contact versus lefties, or at least the potential is up there. Decent power, good vision, discipline type guy with a reliable glove at the hot corner, a strong arm, and decent speed as well. So we already have Alex Parra, who we drafted 7th overall, a third baseman, but Medwick looks to be a little more complete, and I think Parra down the road may be a better DH option, or maybe we move him to like second base or like left field. So Danny Medwick definitely in play at our first round pick, as is Franklin Delaney here. We have him 6th on our board after scouting, 20th on the MLB board. More of a power than contact guy, especially there against righties. Would love to have a left-handed bat in the farm system, especially one with his type of power. Decent vision discipline, although not going to be a strength, but looks to have a very good glove, very good arm out there in right field with very good speed. So almost a 5-tool type player. And like I said, 20th on the MLB board, but 6th on our board after scouting. Lefty, like I said, and I think Delaney at this point probably our top option on the board, although we'll look at the overall board here, and we have 14 and 36 and 48 actually, so we have 3 top 50 picks, and we've already drafted extremely well. If you missed last episode, we have the top farm system in all of baseball right now, including the number 1 and number 2 prospects who we drafted in last year's draft. The top prospect this year, Daryl Jordan, a pitcher out of Pennsylvania. A few pitchers here at the top, and we actually have a solid option here with our first rounder, Romeo Lindsay, 30th on the MLB board, but 7th on ours. But I think, like I said, Delaney probably our top option, but if he's not there, maybe Romeo Lindsay is the pick. Looks to be, another potential ace, and we already have a bunch of good starting pitchers in our organization. We drafted 6 back in year 1 MLB draft, and I think 5 of them ended up having B potential or better. We'll kind of just go down positions here. We're going to try and get some relievers here. We're going Central and International, I think, for relief pitchers that we're kind of just scouting all at once. But we'll see how that goes. Haven't really touched closers quite yet. Catchers, we were really hoping